Well, welcome to Burrafilms. Today we're going to do a different video where I'm just going to be modeled after this book I read last year called 12 Rules for Life by Jordan Peterson, who is a clinical psychologist, Harvard educated, and also professor at University of Toronto. A very brilliant man, and last year I read his book 12 Rules for Life, and it changed my life, and it's an amazing read, and I absolutely suggest that you read it. Today, I was thinking of making my own 12 Rules for Life and sharing it on my platform, which is my YouTube and Instagram, Burrafilms. So let's jump right into it. The first rule is, it's always better to strike out swinging than strike out looking. And what I mean by that is I'll tell you an anecdote. Earlier this year in 2020, before all the shutdown, all the crazy, I was filming the alumni baseball game for RBV, and I just made a joke about having that bat, how they wouldn't stop me. And then next thing I knew, players were giving me a helmet and a bat and batting gloves, and I was stepping up to the plate. And it was me, someone who hadn't played baseball in 4 years, against someone who almost made the major leagues. And I had a 1-2 count on me, and at that moment I had one thought. The one thing I'm not going to do right now is strike out looking. And that can be applied through life, because in baseball, there's a difference between striking out swinging and striking out looking. Striking out looking, you go down looking and you don't even see. Not swinging the bat, never giving you a chance at the ball. You strike out swinging, you still fail, you still miss, but you gave yourself a chance, and that's in life. In life, often too many times we run away from failure because we don't want to face failure, but failure is not the worst thing that can happen in life. The worst thing that can happen in life is not even trying, because that's failure in itself. That's failure not giving yourself a chance at success. And so that's why I put that rule number one, because yes, if you're gonna fail, give yourself a chance. And whether that be talking to a girl or a boy or whatever, in relationships or in life, trying new things, fail giving yourself a chance if you're gonna ever fail. Of course, success is what you want, but you always want to at least give yourself a chance, and that's by trying. Rule number two is treat yourself like you would a friend. And this is the same as in Jordan Peterson's book, his rule number two. He phrased it a little differently. He said, treat yourself like someone you're responsible for helping. And this is important. Oftentimes, how do we treat our friends? Our best friends, we're usually really honest with them, and we give them great feedback, and we don't tear them down. And that's often too many times we see ourselves doing. We tear ourselves down. And we make a mistake, we tear ourselves down like, oh, I'm unworthy, I'm on this. And that's not true. Like, you don't do that to your friend. If your friend makes a mistake, you try to help them. If you're a good friend, you always try to help your friend. You try to help your friend through anything they're going through, and it should be the same thing for you. You should honestly be your number one friend, and treat yourself like you're a friend. It's pretty simple. Like, just treat yourself as a friend, because in that sense, you will actually help yourself through your bad times. Yeah, rule number three is value your time, and that is important because time is valuable. We can't get it back. It's not like money. You lose $100, you could easily get $100 back. You can never get seconds, days, or hours back. Once it passes, it's over. And so by valuing your time, that means put people in your life that will also value your time, respect you, and value you. Don't go chasing after people who won't give you the time of day. They're not worth it. Instead, go for the people that will value and will put you first. And you won't have to fight for their attention or any of that. And another thing about valuing your time is in what you do. Like, be productive with your time. Like, don't waste it playing video games. Don't waste it doing all this stuff. I mean, be a grinder. Work hard. If you value your time there, if you put a lot into your time, you can get a lot done. A lot done in a short amount of time if you value your time, and that's important. Moving on to rule number four. Rule number four is be authentic, be yourself. There's only one you in this world, and there's a reason for that. If you're trying to be someone else, that's the most boring thing you can do. The best thing you can do, the most exciting and fun thing you can do is be yourself. You're you for a reason. You're not anyone else. What makes you who you are, what makes you unique, all those little things are awesome. They're amazing. And unapologetically be you. If someone doesn't like who you are, well, that's not your problem. That's their problem. If someone's trying to bully you because they don't like who you are, well, there's something that they're insecure about. A little secret about bullies, they're insecure. They attack people because they don't feel good about themselves, and attacking people sadly makes them feel better, which is not a fun way to live life. It's not a good way to live life. A good way to live life is being who you are. It's fun, trust me. I mean, in high school, when I started high school, I was shy, timid, and I was like, I don't know. But when I started just unapologetically being me and laying the cards by where they may, that's when I started having the most fun. When life became the easier, it's just being who I am. And be who you are. Like, it's simple, and that's how you can make the world a better place. That's how you bring the most value to the world, is being you. Moving on to rule number 5, this is an important one to me. Be someone who can be relied on. This is following your word, always being true to your word, always sticking to commitments. You say you're going to do something, you follow through and you do it. You say you're going to be somewhere, you be there. I've been in practice with this a lot because I've been filming games, because I would tell someone, hey, I'm going to go film your game, and I would be there. I'm going to make this video, and I would make it. And honoring commitments. And one secret of honoring commitments is, if you don't know you can commit to something, if you don't absolutely know you can get something done or be somewhere, don't commit unless you 100% know that you can do it. It's not a bad thing to say, hey, I don't know if I can commit to that, let me get back to you. If you can commit to it, and you better follow through. It's about integrity. It's about following through, and people are going to love you for that. You're going to go farther in life, you're going to be in relationships, people are going to value you more, because you know you're someone who can be relied on, and that is an awesome thing to be. Moving on to rule number 6, it's simple. Have fun and enjoy life. Life is messy. Life's not perfect. Life's not perfect. And like, if you want to go in perfectionism and want to be perfect, you're never going to have a perfect life. It's messy. The unexpected happen all the time. Heck, look at this year. Who knew we would be in a pandemic? I mean, who knew? Like, have fun. Do stuff that you enjoy. And find a way to laugh through the day. But surround yourself with people who you can have fun with. But find ways to have fun. Don't go through life with a frowny face. Be happy. And how you do that, you have fun. You enjoy life. You laugh, find funny stuff, have a sense of humor. Laugh at life's misfortunes. Because sometimes they're funny. And have fun. If that means messing around and being a bit of an idiot, heck, I'm the king of that, so have fun. Moving on to rule number 7. And rule number 7 is, it's the same in Jordan Peterson's book. He has it at 4, I have it at 7. Compare yourself to who you were yesterday and not to who someone else is today. Comparisons kill us. They do. If you compare yourself to someone else, especially through social media, you're seeing people's highlights. You're seeing their best. You don't see their worst. And then you can usually compare it to your middle, your worst. Well, I'm not like them because they're posting this picture. People aren't going to post their weak moments on Instagram or on any social media. They'll post their best. I mean, it's simple with me. When I shoot, I'm posting the best footage I got. I'm going to cut footage that was shaky. It means I've been doing this for 2 years. I still have shaky footage, but I post the best that I have. And I've gotten better through all this. And that's just comparing yourself to who you were yesterday. And if you compare yourself to who you were yesterday and you're seeing improvement, that's something to be happy about. That's something to be proud of. And you're comparing yourself to who you were and seeing growth in whatever you're doing, with relationships, your passion, your job, seeing growth in yourself is awesome. And that is letting go of comparing yourself to other people and just looking inward and how you're growing. And moving on to rule number 8, and the words of my senior year high school principal, Joseph Clevenger, the GOAT, Clev Dog.
The way you treat others matters.
It's true. You don't know what people are going through. You don't know. It's best to be kind. It's best to be respectful. Uplift others. You don't need to be someone to tear other people down. Be secure in yourself. Be kind. Be respectful. And I have to say one thing that's important. Don't ghost people. Because ghosting people is not a good thing to do to people. I've been a victim of ghosting, and what it does, it has the person you ghost, they overthink it. They don't know what's going on. They freak out, and they think it was because of them. So treat other people right. And the way you treat others matters. That'll reflect on you. That's actually more attractive than treating people poorly. But be a good person. And that's mainly how you treat others. Moving on to rule number 9. And rule number 9 is, when asking someone if they want or need help, always ask at least twice. Usually how it goes. You ask someone if they need help or want help with something. They say no, then you walk away. but that's because usually people don't want to inconvenience you. And if you ask a second time or a third time, they'll likely say, yeah, come and help me out. And it's good to serve others. It feels good to serve others, and it makes you feel better. It gives you a sense of purpose and importance. They feel important. But you gotta ask twice. Generally people turn you down the first time, but don't the second time. And the second time, the way you phrase it, after saying no, say, hey, I'm happy to help. What can I do? Or saying, how can I help? That's important. Whenever you're asking someone if they want help, always ask at least twice. Moving on to rule number 10, and this is focus on what you have rather than what you don't. There's a song by Zack Hemsey called Homegrown. It's a great song, and it's a lot about this. We often, in this society, in this culture, we often want to be the best, want to be on top, want to be this. But honestly, one way to be happy is through gratitude. And that's really focusing on what you have. You have a house, you have a loving family, you're in a good relationship. Whatever you have, clean water, a roof over your head, good weather, doing something you love to do, a sport you love. Whatever you have, focus on that, and not what you don't. And you'll be happier for it. A lot of happiness comes from gratitude and being grateful for the blessings you have in your life. Rule number 11 is a quote by the captain Derek Jeter, and it says, there may be other people who have more talent than you, but there's no excuse for anyone to work harder than you do. And that is so true. That is having hard work. This is why Derek Jeter was a legend. He wanted to work hard no matter what. And the same, another legend, the late great Kobe Bryant, had Mamba mentality where he would outwork everybody. First one on the court, first one in the gym, last one out. And that's how he became a legend. It wasn't through his talent. It was through his incredible work ethic. That's why Kobe is one of the greatest basketball players of all time. And that when we can be great at whatever we do, if we put in the time and we work hard, you can overtake people. If someone is more talented than you, you can become better than them by outworking them. And if you want to get to the top of somewhere, and you call yourself the best, outwork them. The best people in the world are the hardest workers. They're the people who dedicate time into their craft, whatever it may be. And another thing about working hard is that you take charge of your life. Don't blame other people. Look inward, see what you did wrong, see how you can adjust, and work hard. I'll say it again. The greatest people at their craft in the world are those that work the hardest. And you can get there if you put in the work, if you dedicate yourself. I did not start off great at videography. I was pretty bad, but I worked hard. I kept every single video I saw. I wanted to find a way to make it better. I wanted to find a way to film better, to edit better, something I could learn, and that's how I became good at this, through hard work and applying myself. We can all become great if we work hard. And rule number 12 is seek the truth in what you say, do, see, hear, and feel. It's important to be honest. It's important to be truthful. The problem I see in this world and in this country is that we are more concerned with an agenda than with the truth. Nothing should come before the truth. The truth is always the most important. Forget politics. Forget how the truth lines up with what you think. The truth is paramount. It's first. And if you're honest in what you do and what you say, and you seek the truth, you may not be first, but you'll be right. You'll be accurate. You'll be true. Be true to yourself. Be true to the truth, and be honest. Have courage. It takes courage to tell the truth and be honest. It takes courage. But you'll have that courage by telling the truth and being honest. This is Burrafilms, my 12 Rules for Life. This is my iteration on 12 Rules for Life. It differs a bit from his. There are some similarities, but Jordan Peterson is a brilliant mind, and that book is incredibly interesting. This is Burrafilms. I hope I've helped you in life become more successful, be a better person. These 12 rules will help you with that. This is Burrafilms signing off.